Ashley, the bird that you are. You know what this is giving? It's giving Derrick Jackson, his wife, and her bonnet of salvation. None of us are insulting your intelligence. You are insulting ours. Just say, I am a bird. I'm like a bird, I want to fly away. Also, you knew this man was a deadbeat. During Black Women's, Vote for Kamala Harris Black Women's Month, you knew this man was a deadbeat this entire time. Ashley, I say this with all due respect, but you are a a bird.
All these diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie, VVS, I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Thank you so much for joining me during Black Women's. It's time to vote for Kamala Harris Black Women's Month. During Black Women's, we voting for Kamala Harris Black Women's Month. How you doing? Okay? Make sure that you are all going down to the polls, all right? And if you are in Atlanta, I'm not talking about Magic City. I'm talking about going down to the voting polls, okay? And voting for Kamala Harris. Okay, just want to get that out the way, all right? Also, next thing I want to get out the way, we are going to Tulum. We are going to Tulum. My Woocation will be January 23rd to January 27th, all right? So go to woocation.net to sign up. Woocation.net to sign up. All of the information for the trip that we had to reschedule from October to January is going to be there. You know, we had all these hurricanes that happened at the beginning of this month and at the end of September. So we had to reschedule, but we back in business. All right, so I will see y'all in 2025. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. Not out, but in. And let's get into the Love is Blind Season 7 reunion. Before we get to the reunion, I just want to make it clear. Since Season 1, this is by far my favorite season other than Season 1. Because this has been pure entertainment. Point blank, period. I don't take none of these couples serious. I'm not rooting for nobody except for Garrett and Taylor. Everybody else, this has just been complete trash. Kinetic, Love is Blind, y'all just put anybody up here. This was just a complete fail. But am I entertained? Are you not entertained? I am absolutely entertained. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right on in to the reunion. They look good. They look good. Lord Farquhar is giving it to him. Okay? Lord Farquhar is giving it to them. Taylor, best dressed. Best dressed reunion dress I have ever seen. Best dressed reunion outfit I've ever seen. Period.
This season was smooth sailing, but for others, they had to be, well, they had to work out the kinks, let's just say. And today, we're going to talk about all of it.
Welcome, everyone, and say hello.
Who is writing this? And for some, they had to write out the kinks. Y'all are corny. The writers are corny. Y'all are corny.
Seriously, though, we talked a little bit about it earlier. We learned this from you on the season. Avid fisherman. Yeah. So have you had a chance to take Taylor fishing yet?
Oh, yeah, I had to. That was the real test, obviously. And
she passed?
Oh, yeah, flying colors.
We actually have photos of this
Yes.
real test. You can check it out.
Oh, they're so cute.
How much fun I had. We had a ball, all three of us.
Well, you said you're good at everything in the pod, so I was testing it out.
Did I get a fish?
Well, yeah, something like that.
I'm not surprised that Tyler can catch fish. He out here catching all type of fish. According to them court documents. You be out here catching all type of fish, don't you, Tyler?
It's hard to believe, but you've been married almost a year now. Almost a year. Wow. Congrats again.
You revealed that you had donated sperm to help a friend and her wife have children.
Yep.
And then
It's it's AD and Marshall for me. It's AD and Marshall from one thing about AD too that I wasn't too fond of in her reunion because of how like clueless she was throughout her whole experience with Clay. But in her reunion, like she was good at like say with your chest, speak up, you know. So I kind of like to see her energy back on the screen, but it's her and Marshall like, bitch, like, they bitch, they get into the tea, nigga, they about to get into the tea. I clocked it.
Can you now clarify what's going on with that?
Absolutely. Those kids, that family, they did not sign up for this. So what is happening now is I try to keep that from happening. Their birth certificates are online. Things that shouldn't be happening are now happening. And to get into the story, I did help a friend, and her wife start a family, but her wife ended up leaving her and left her high and dry. This was my...
This motherfucker is still lying. This man is committed to the lie. Like, he is committed to the lie. Let's continue.
Very close friend. So I voluntarily stepped in, did help a friend, and her wife start a family, but her wife ended up leaving her and left her high and dry. This was my very close friend. So I voluntarily stepped in and helped. So there's pictures of me around. You'll see me around. I've spent holidays with all my friends, you know, all their kids. And I played a part that became very shaky with a friend. And there's no rule books to this. There's no set lines to this. But I do want to let people know Ashley knows all this. This is news to the world. This has never been news to us. And I'm giving this explanation now because I feel like the world is waiting for it. But I don't owe anyone an explanation but my wife. And if she's sitting here with me,
We got your back, man.
Here come the fake ass tea. Oh my God. Here come the fake ass tears. Here come the fake ass tears. When I did my live last night, well, by the time this uploads, it'll be the live where I talk about Ashley's father speaking on Tyler. Remember, I said Tyler knows how to lie very well to where he's not lying, but he's lying. He's not lying, but he's lying. In my live with Simone Redwine, we were able to see all the court documents. None of these children were Tyler helping. Tyler, who was fiancéed at the time, cheated on his fiancée with Bri, who was also married. Okay? And what started off as it was supposed to be a donor situation, this man helped Bri cheat on her wife. Okay? So this man was cheating on his fiance, and Bri was cheating on her wife. Mind you, he took his fiance to the gender reveal for his son and acted as if he was not involved in that. Acted as if this was just a friend having a baby and he was just there at the gender reveal. The fiance has come online and said this. This man fought to have all of his children's names have his last name. This man has been back and forth in court with Bri. This man petitioned to be the father of all of these kids. And the only reason why Bri's wife left was, number one, according to Deshaun, they were in an abusive relationship at the time. So they had gotten into a physical altercation. She left. Okay. And also when she came back, she then had to fight Tyler, not just Bri, but Bri and Tyler in court. If you go to my live with Simone Redwine, it's literally 2 hours of us dissecting every court document.
Anyway, y'all, if y'all want to see the
authenticated proof, go to the live where you see Simone Redwine. She's an attorney, and we went through all the court documentations that back up the fact that Tyler not only was a father to these children, but he fought for them in court and has an upcoming hearing on November 15th. Okay. Also, if you want to see the live with Tyler's baby mama's ex-wife, go to the live that's on the right, which is Storytime with Ricky. She tells the story. Everything she says matches up to the court paperwork. So his baby mama, the ex-wife, they're not lying. The only liar here is Tyler. And baby, this is why we need new hosts, because all this information was already out there, at least all the information for the baby mama. So I'm not understanding why Nick and Vanessa didn't bring out the baby mama and the 3 kids. y'all not messy enough. This is why y'all need to hire me. Baby, I would have had the baby mama, the ex-wife, and them 3 kids on the stage. Period. We don't know what you look like. Period. So this man was not stepping in, helping a family. And keep in mind, too, that before this reunion, Bri came online, was leaking pictures, videos of him and the children, because she knew that this man was not going to say anything publicly unless she did that, which I have every reason to believe that that's when he finally had to tell Ashley the truth. But by then, she's already been married to this man almost a year. So just like how he spun the whole the whole donor babies, now he had to spin it again for her. And I don't think that she was smart enough to go do her own Googles. I think she's just the type of girl who's just gonna take whatever this man says and just run with it, because by this time, he's my man. I'm gonna stick by my man. We got married before the eyes of God. That's just what it's giving. This man is a good liar. He's a good omitter. He's a good liar. He knows how to put these words together. This is insane to me. And of course, here come the tears. Oh, he's such a victim. The tears. And mind you, too, Tyler is sitting on this couch, knowing that he was in these children's lives. His oldest son is about to be 6 years old, or is 6 already. The twins came right after. The twins are 5 years old. He cut contact with them right before he went to go film Love is Blind. So Tyler is sitting on this couch next to his wife, knowing that he has not made any contact with these children since he went to go find a wife, his next con. Now let's see what Ashley says.
Like, who do you think has better insight on what's going on, social media or me? So for people to imply that, like, she was blindsided, she didn't know, is like insulting to my intelligence. That's number one. Number two, for the record, this is something he never wanted to share on camera. I just didn't feel like it would be an authentic experience, or that I could continue the experience if we didn't, because I know me, I cannot hide my facial expressions. So I think there would have been a disconnect, and the viewers would have noticed, my friends would have noticed when he went to meet them. So I told him, in some capacity, we have to talk about this. And, you know, there were things he was comfortable sharing and things he wasn't. For example, one time I asked him, I said, do they know what you look like? He's like, I don't think so.
Ashley, with all due respect, you are dumb as fuck. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. Like, I have to get off the Ashley train. I can't. And I'm sorry, if I'm engaged to you, if you propose to me, I say yes. We meet up. We go on this engagement moon. You fuck me raw. I know he was giving your ass some raw ass dick in fucking Mexico. You fuck me raw. Then you want to drop this bomb on me and you're still lying? I don't give a fuck whether it's on camera or not on camera. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck what he was comfortable with sharing on camera or off camera. He signed up for this experience. He should have been honest from the get-go. So what are we talking about here? Why are you trying to shield somebody who didn't shield you from the jump? So you had all this information then. So that's what you're saying. That's what Ashley's saying. I knew all this. I knew that he owed all these women money. I knew that he wasn't really a sperm donor for these kids. I knew that he hasn't been in contact with these kids for the last year. I knew that. I knew that he was a deadbeat. That's what you're telling us? When you say, who do you think is going to have more information, the internet or me? Also, you knew this man was a deadbeat. During Black Women's, Vote for Kamala Harris Black Women's Month, you knew this man was a deadbeat this entire time. So you support this. As a woman who didn't have her father in her life, you support that. This man has a court date on November 15th for those kids. You support that. This man has $30,000 in child support that he owes. You support that. I can't support it. You may support that, but I can't support this. I'm sorry.
You could tell that
he was trying to lie.
Yeah. So of course he divulged that information.
I'm so sorry. Let me say that he was trying to lie for the cameras, but you guys
Yes.
had already had this conversation. See, that's the thing is we weren't there. We weren't there for a couple other things we'll get to later. Hey, Steven.
Thanks.
But you guys had this conversation, and I see that the next day for cameras, you're trying to clarify because you want to be authentic, but also you're trying to protect him and these children.
The very thing that we didn't want to happen happened. And the thing with humanity is we have a hard time understanding anything that we don't get, anything that's taboo, anything that's out of our norm. And that's exactly what's happening. Instead of trying to rationalize, like maybe this was hard to navigate, right? And for me, I just know Tyler and his heart to know that had to be a hard to navigate with a friend. Way easier when you're removed. And with him growing up in a single parent household and in that scenario when that happened with the divorce, it was very hard for him to remove himself and not be involved.
Ooh, Tyler got him a good one. Baby, Tyler hit the jackpot. Oh my God. Baby, I want y'all to watch Ashley and Tyler and just know this is the norm when it comes to men like Tyler. Men like Tyler will always land. They're always going to land on their feet because they don't even have to do the landing. The woman is doing the landing. Don't worry, baby. I'm gonna land the plane for you. You know, because in his childhood, and then, you know, and growing up, and then navigating, and then she gonna land the plane. One thing about a Black woman, baby, she gonna get in that pilot seat and she gonna land the plane for a Black man. Woo! My God. This is embarrassing. Woo! Jesus. This is embarrassing. Oh my God. I'm embarrassed.
When this is now a single mom, right? So that was hard for him. And I just know that he is a good person who went in a little too deep and didn't know what to do next.
This is not a game. This is till death do us part. And we mean it. You can try. We've seen all the get an annulment, be done with him. Ask Ashley.
And it's like, look, when I said I do to all of it. I was aware and I took on what I wanted to. And this is a once in a lifetime kind of love.
Yeah.
This is a rarity and it's something that is worth risking anything for. And, you know, I ain't saying do nothing crazy.
No.
What could he do that would be crazier than this? Not saying he couldn't do anything crazier. Oh, her mom was there. I'm sorry, I didn't peep that Ashley's mom was there. But even the mom is like, so you just okay. I'm saying don't do nothing crazy. Ashley, please. Girl, Tyler could do the craziest upon craziness at the craziest of crazy levels, and you will still be there. Please. Please, girl.
I get nuts, but you know, this is something that I knew. Of course, if I listened to the public, I could go find a man. I could pump myself a little bit.
You can't. She can't find someone.
I wanted to, but this is something that I would never find again, and it's worth it all.
Tyler hit the jackpot, and again, I really hope it's a lesson for every woman watching this. Like, At the end of the day, the day gotta end. At the end of the day, a man like Tyler will always land on his feet. Always. He will always land on his feet. And I think this is a prime example of it. Prime example. It don't matter. It honestly, I don't, this is, Ashley, the bird that you are. You know what this is giving? It's giving Derek Jackson, his wife, and her bonnet of salvation. You know what's crazy about this? The fact that even if you're suffering right now, we'll never know. Because you'll never be honest about it. Because you are committed to this storyline. I hope it works out for you. I hope it works out for you. Sister, I hope it works out for you. Because baby, Tyler the procreator is not the sword that I would want to lay on during Black Women's Vote for Kamala Harris Black Women's Month. Honestly, too, you know what I'm thinking about as I'm hearing Ashley speak too? Ashley, not only is Tyler a liar, Ashley helped Tyler lie. Because what she's admitting to is knowing everything, which I don't believe that Ashley knew everything. I think that Tyler has had to bird feed her over time as more things came to light. Because we did see that there were some court documents that showed some back and forth in March of this year. So I think that he has had to force feed her. I also think that financially, Tyler is not where she probably thought that he was going to be. And so she's had to also navigate that as well. So I don't think that Ashley's telling the truth. I think that Tyler has bird fed her as time has gone by. But what Ashley learned to do immediately with Tyler is to also help Tyler cover up his lies. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'm going to protect you. The same way Ashley protected Tyler against the cameras, she's also still protecting him too here. And she's also going to protect him, and she's also going to protect him against the public, because that's what she's done for someone that did not protect her. He came into the experience, he lied to you. He came into the experience, he love bombed you. He love bombed you into an engagement. He dicked you raw. He lied to you. He dropped the bomb on you. And he didn't drop the entire bomb. Okay? And so here you are. Like, I just don't believe her. The same way I don't believe anything that comes out of Tyler's mouth because I have all the receipts. I don't believe her either.
What's the best thing about being married to Ashley?
She helps me lie. She don't hold me accountable. I'm gonna get away with anything. All I gotta do is give her a Bible verse and pray and cry, and she's gonna be good.
No. Honestly, it's the unconditional love. Thought about this a million times.
He basically said what I said. He basically said what I said. I could do whatever and she's still gonna be here under any condition. Okay? Her daddy said it. She ride or die. I'm good.
First time ever in my life experiencing this, and it's big. Now I'm starting to feel what unconditional love is like.
Oh, for the first time in his life, he hasn't been taken to court. Woo. Ashley, girl. They gonna drag you. And they gonna be right. This is really ugly and nasty. Especially Ashley has talked about her father and her relationship with her father, not being there for her. And the fact that you're just standing by as a wife of a man, knowing that this man is a deadbeat to 3 children. These kids were not kids that he was helping out. No, he was in a relationship with that lady. He was in a relationship with Bri. They were in a relationship. He was living with Bri. The court documents show that too. Okay? He was using her address. He ain't had no place to stay. Okay? The fact that you're sitting next to that and that you're okay in that, it was nice. It was nice being a fan of yours. You're so gorgeous. But girl, yeah, nah. You know what's crazy too? This just clicked for me. Tyler didn't even apologize for what he said on camera and how what he said is going to affect his children when they see that. This man said that he doesn't think his kids know what he looked like, knowing good and damn well that he was very involved in those kids' life. And so that's the best lie that you and Ashley could come up with on camera, is denying that he knew his kids' faces and vice versa. Like, Ashley, I really want you to think about the level of birdery this is. Like, this is the Olympics of bird. Like, this is the Olympics of birdery. This is his quack, 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 quack. This is the Olympics of quack, 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 quack. So you and Tyler got together and conspired together and said, you know what you should do. You know what you should do on camera? You should go on camera and say that. Okay, I'm gonna ask you if the kids know what you look like, and you gonna say, I don't know. Y'all got together. You sitting here telling us that we are insulting your intelligence, but your intelligent ass, that's the best thing that you and your husband can get together and say, okay, y'all at y'all big ages, y'all got together and said, this is the lie we gonna say on camera. I don't know if they know what I look like. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, whoa. Hey, you not intelligent. Hey, whoa. You're not intelligent. You're not intelligent. No, I'm gonna have to come whack you. You're not intelligent. I'm gonna have to come whack you for them kids. So it's not enough that Tyler's a deadbeat, but now you had to add to that and help Tyler be a deadbeat on camera. Let me help you lie on camera. Something that your kids gonna see for the rest of their lives. Yeah. Because this is just so hard to navigate. Being a deadbeat is so hard for you to navigate. Let me help you navigate it. Let me help you land a plane. Oh, girl. Jesus. I did not think that you would be this big of a bird. It's giving quack, 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 quack. Bird. You are a bird. Ashley, I say this with all due respect, but you are a quack, 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 quack. A bird. A bird. A bird. Only a bird. Only a bird could stand by and defend a man abandoning 3 children to go on a TV show to find a wife. And as a woman who talks about not having your father in your life, this is actually bottom feeder behavior. Like, I'm actually pissed. Like, and it's like, I don't know these people personally, but it's just like, when you watch the show and you see this woman's story, you see how beautiful she is. You do see how smart she is. But baby, none of us are insulting your intelligence. You are insulting ours. Just say, I am a bird. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where it's giving. I'm like a bird. Quack, 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 quack. You are a bird. You are a bird. Bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird.
Well, we are so happy to have you here. Fill us in. How you doing?
Y'all, I'm great. I'm happy. I'm thriving. Living my absolute best life. Like, I'm off that roller coaster, and I'm so grateful for everyone. Like,
mounds and mounds of support. Just everyone, like, thank you for sharing your story and being so open and vulnerable. And I didn't realize how much I touched people with my vulnerability. So that was one thing that was really special for me.
Yeah, it's interesting when you're on TV.
What? I'm sorry. Like, no shade. What was AD's story? Like, what was touching about AD's story on the show? Now, AD, you fine. Like, fine, beautiful. Clay definitely played in your motherfucking face. You was delusional as fuck. I'm trying to see what was touching. But you still fine. You still beautiful. I did see somewhere, I think I covered this too, that she's going to be on The Perfect Match, and that it might be something with her and Ollie, who was on Love is Blind UK, which I would love to see that unfold. But yeah, I'm just kind of lost. What was touching about AD's story? I'm sorry. I'm lost.
Like, there is an opportunity to really truly inspire and touch other people who are watching you. So that's it's amazing you were able to feel that, because that's real.
And you're getting emotional.
I know, I always do.
So what's going on today? Current?
Today?
Like, what's happening with you now, AD?
No, I'm just having a good time.
By yourself or with someone?
Not by myself. Ooh. With a someone.
With a someone.
Very special someone, but we're keeping it private. We're keeping it cute. What else?
Squirming.
I don't know, you tell me. That's good enough for me. Okay.
Yeah, no, all good things. I'm very happy.
And we love you.
Thank you. I love y'all so much.
It's great.
Is it with Ollie? Is it with Marshall? What do y'all think about Marshall and Ollie? What do y'all think about Marshall and AD? Would they make a good couple? I don't know. I think Marshall is still healing because he just did break off his engagement. I would love to see Marshall find love. Somebody please love on my brother, please. I would love to see Marshall find love.
Marissa and Ramses.
Oh yes.
Hi.
Bring on Marissa's mama and bring on her scissors.
But there was one big red flag.
Period, Vanessa. Where the fuck are Vanessa's scissors? Hold on. Where are Vanessa's scissors? Where are Vanessa's scissors?
Watching you go through that moment on our television was really hard. How was that for you to watch?
I felt like I was reliving.
God, I'm such a crybaby.
It's okay. It's okay to cry.
It was hard because I just remember what it felt like. So it could just be hard to kind of see that and just relive it pretty much. I felt like my heart was breaking all over again. Yeah.
Ramses, how was it for you reliving that moment and watching that moment over again?
It was difficult. I didn't come into this experience wanting to devastate anyone or leave anyone heartbroken. I was came in here looking for the love of my life, and for majority of this experience, I thought I had found it in Marissa, and so watching it back was difficult. I had to pause several times because I hadn't seen her reaction when she was alone in her interviews, and just seeing how she was falling apart was very difficult to watch back.
You mentioned for a majority of this experience, you thought you had found that. Can you walk us through what that was?
Yeah, walk us through what the fuck was all that gaslighting for.
Yeah, so for me, once we got into that latter portion of the experience,
I can't with Marshall.
Once we got into that latter portion of the experience, I basically started to recognize how far of a space there was in our energy, and how there wasn't that balance that I sort of felt in the pods. And there was one day where I think it just really hit home for me.
When did the energy fall apart? When you was not able to give her raw dick no more? Like, please be for fucking real. Two Dreads, please be for real. Your energy was fine when you was giving her raw dick.
And I realized and recognized that if I moved forward with Marissa, every day I would be in a place where I would feel exhausted and overwhelmed.
That is the meanest thing he could say. That is so fucked up. I'm sorry. Where are Vanessa's scissors? Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring the scissors out. Bring the scissors out. Like, he's basically saying that Marissa was exhausting. That is such a nasty thing to say.
I don't want to change who she is. She deserves a person and a love.
She just said, I think I hate him. Bitch, we all do. Marissa, we all do. At this point. I still feel like you was giving him a little too much. You was letting that man talk circles in your face. But this level of gaslighting is, this man and Tyler are neck for neck. It's just no kids involved. But him and Tyler, neck for neck. Neck for neck. Back to Two Dreads.
Couldn't be me.
Hey, Vanessa. How you doing?
Okay.
Is this the first time that you've seen Ramses?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything
No, the day that she called, when everything was called off, I was on my way for the wedding. And everything was called off.
Okay, did you confront his ass?
And she was upset. And of course, I'd do anything for her. So
Period.
I did go up there.
Period.
To him.
Period.
I wanted to punch him in the throat.
Did you?
And try to talk him into, see what was wrong. And
did you cut his balls off?
Thankful he called it off. I am. She would have carried that relationship. And so he did the right thing.
Period.
And I thank you for that.
Period.
That first out, he should have been honest and man enough to tell her, I'm feeling a little bit of doubt, instead of reassuring her every single time she asked them.
Nasty.
She really felt like when she came into this experiment, she was going to meet her one. And she thought you were it. And you broke her. I had to help pick her up. She was devastated. Devastated.
Still is.
You didn't see that part. You got to walk away and cry. Cry like you were the one that was hurt.
Yeah, no, you're correct.
Whack him again, mama. Whack him again.
Those concerns I had earlier on, I didn't bring them up because I wasn't sure in the moment if it was going to become an issue for her.
Shut your pussy ass up. You know the fuck you was doing.
Place.
But you see, I didn't have like a say, right? Because everything you just said was like, I this, I that.
Yeah.
Like, we're a partnership. It's like, if you're tiptoeing about my feelings, like, if you don't have a say in like how we can better and grow as in a relationship.
No, I understand, and I take full accountability for the fact that I didn't bring this up sooner. And that's, if I have any regret for this in this experience, is not being more forthcoming about that with you, and not to take away from the pain that you felt, but it was difficult for me as well.
We don't give a fuck.
I saw myself.
We do not care.
I saw us having a future.
We don't know you didn't. Shut your ass up. You a lying ass nigga. Shut your ass up. You ain't see no motherfucking future. You and them two dreads full of shit.
Marissa, can I tell you something? You're beautiful, and your energy is beautiful. And and I don't mean this as a slight to Ramses at all, but
why not? Why don't you mean it as a slight? Why don't you mean it as a slight? Whack him again. It is a slight. Her energy was just fine when he was getting that raw coochie. The minute she said, I cannot give you no more raw coochie, not an energy's off now. Not an energy. Now it's an energy issue now. Like, it's just so disgusting and so mean. So disgusting and so mean. But I want to point out something that her mom said. Her mom said Marissa would have carried that relationship. And some of y'all hate, some of y'all feel, oh, you don't give Marissa no grace. And it's not about giving Marissa grace. It's about telling Marissa the truth. And I think that as much as this hurts, hopefully this is the lesson that Marissa finally learns. Girl, choose yourself. Stop sacrificing yourself to be in a relationship. Choose yourself. If shit is not adding up, to you being the priority, cut it the fuck off. Be done. Some of y'all don't like to hear people tell y'all the truth. And so when somebody like me tells you the truth with no fluff, I'm not going to give you no fluff. I'm going to tell you how it is. Her mom just said her daughter would have carried that relationship. We all saw the relationship. It was all Marissa. We even saw Marissa say, well, you know, God could take a back seat. Marissa, you have a lot of things you need to work on. Put God back in that front seat. Let God go on and sit down in that front seat, sis. Stop looking for feminine ass niggas. It's not working. Don't get with toxic masculinity, but stop with the feminine. Stop. This didn't work for you. I hope she learns every lesson she's supposed to learn when it comes to this experience that she had. 2 dreads ain't shit, but something tells me that Marissa really needed to learn this lesson. And sometimes it's hard because you're learning this lesson in front of the world. Like, that's really just such a hard pill to swallow, but I believe that it will be for the good of her in the long run.
I didn't want to use hormonal contraception. I'm well aware of the effects it has on a woman's body, and so I would never try to force that upon her. We had a conversation about multiple methods. It was a very nuanced conversation. We arrived at sort of a solution that worked best for us.
What was the solution?
It wasn't a situation where...
What was the solution?
Whiny and bratty and like, oh, I don't want to use a condom or whatever the sort of perception is of that conversation.
So we could wrap it up. This conversation.
Corny. Corn.
Always
Corn. Corny. Corn.
it's important to wrap it up.
Corny.
Does that make you feel, Nick, to know that she's saying, yes, I stand by everything I say?
I wouldn't have expected her to say anything less. She's entitled to her opinion, and I certainly respect her. And I just think some things came across not completely true. You know, I know she felt that way, but the delivery could have been a little bit better. And, you know, I was a little confused with some of the things that she was saying.
Like what?
We weren't on the same level intellectually, you know, financially literate, respectful.
She wasn't lying, though. She was mean, but she wasn't lying.
You know,
Nick demonstrated a lot of patience that I never would have had. So I'm very impressed by that. And I knew he was a good dude, but yeah, I was definitely impressed by his patience throughout the whole thing. So
what are you feeling when he said...
Not Garrett coming in. Hannah, girl, they cooking your ass already.
As it takes a lot of patience to be in a relationship with you, to hear that constantly.
Yeah, I think for sure. Like, I'm a big personality. Like, I'm a lot. Like, I'm self-aware. And, like, I know that, like, you have to have a lot of patience with me because, like, I am direct and I'll just say things. But, yeah, I get it. I guess he had a lot of patience. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you don't have any, in watching it, I don't want to use the word remorse because I never want to take away from your independent strength. But in watching the way that it was delivered, and I know that you said you could have worded it differently, do you have anything you want to say to Nick about...
I'm sorry. Is it me or Vanessa Latte is cooking Hannah harder than the motherfucker who abandoned 3 kids? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Hannah was a bitch on the show. She was. Like, Miss Big Back was a total bitch. She wasn't wrong, though, and I stand by that. I've said that in every review. Like, the things she would say, she technically was not wrong. And she wasn't really asking for too much. It's just her tone and her delivery. Like, that was just way out of line. And sometimes she just was a raging bulldog. But why are we cooking her harder than the motherfucker who y'all all know abandoned 3 children? Please. Please.
She said what she said, and she's standing on it. I love that for you, girl. And you look great, by the way. You look great.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
And I'm sorry.
Period. Why y'all asking AD? Period. What did y'all expect AD to say?
It was a very Nick note. It was like, there was 3 entries. So one goes, he wants to sell 2 homes this year.
Oh.
Okay. He wants to be in the best shape of his life the next 2 weeks.
And then the third bullet point, which was by far the most interesting, was that he wants to be the most famous person ever on Love is Blind. I was like, oh, okay, it all fucking makes sense now.
Do you remember writing that stuff?
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Not a scheme that Todd set up. What? This cast is so trash. I'm entertained though. I'm having the time of my life.
And that was way before I even knew I was going to be on the show.
So he was manifesting.
Before.
That's the date. It's a 90-day thing. So I write the finishing
Sir.
as that.
Sir.
So that was way before I even knew I was going to be on the show.
No.
I was taking it super light. We had been through a couple interviews.
No.
I would never sit there on camera and say I love you 100 times to someone if I didn't.
Listen to what he just said. We have been through a couple interviews. So if you listen to people, they gonna tell you. So you tried to lie, but then you said, oh, this is well before we got on the show. But then you said we had been through a couple interviews. So you were already within the interview process in September. The show started filming in October. Can y'all, like, when y'all go on these shows, please don't think we're stupid. The public is not stupid. Some of y'all may be stupid as fuck, but we're not. Okay? We're paying attention. Okay?
I think writing down that you want
goal is a
on the experience to be the most famous person on Love is
Right.
Blind, it's like a slap in the face to some
Instead of looking for a wife.
Some people who weren't able to come onto the experience.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know that you were a good person when I knew you in the pods, but then you hear about these things and you're like, what were you here for?
It was so irrelevant and meaningless to me.
Please. Hannah was a bitch, but I've always said from the jump, I did not understand what Nick was doing here. The man is 28, couldn't even boil water. The man was living in his mother's basement. The man was not even paying his own cell phone bill. That does not give a man that's really looking for a wife. That man came on the show to be an influencer. Point blank, period. He came to find fame. Point blank, period. I'm pretty sure he'll be on the next season, The Perfect Match, maybe. So he'll get it. He has it. I guess.
Meanwhile, like, I hear that he's saying, like, stuff after the video, like, calling me, like, a grenade and calling me ugly, and all these people are saying that he's saying all these things behind my back. But then when he gets on camera, he's like, Hannah's just so amazing, and...
I always said that was so fake.
Like,
I always said that was fake.
I'm literally being mean to you. I don't understand what's going on. And so I think my frustration was like, what the fuck is going on? I just didn't know what was going on. And then when I found that note, I was just like, oh, okay, like, I see what this is for you. Doesn't mean that, like, maybe he went on for the wrong reasons and he liked me and he wasn't expecting that. Maybe that's what happened. But, like, be so fucking for real. Like,
be so fucking for real. Y'all not gonna like me, but y'all not gonna like it, but I agree with Hannah. I said it so many times too, like, why is Nick still here? Why is Nick still here? And I'm not shocked by her saying that he was calling her a grenade to other cast members. I'm not shocked by that. At least Hannah was honest. She said it. She said everything that she thought for real. Like, she was honest. He wasn't. He wasn't being honest.
that's not your reality.
And being one of her best friends, Marissa, you agree with that?
Yeah.
Oh, Marissa, a best friend too?
I mean, I have always had conflicting feelings between Nick and Hannah just because I did get to know him. I got to know him as like a really good person. But with the things I was hearing, you know, about like her looks and how he was rating her and things like that, like it just makes you question, like, okay, was he serious about her?
When you say other people, do you mean other people in this room?
Yeah. I'm not the only one. And there's people on this couch who can also...
Because those are fairly serious. Like, if you're accusing him of saying things, you know, behind her back about her looks and etc., that's...
Yeah.
Who
I
else?
think if we need to fact check and get perspective,
I
that
don't
was
know.
her.
Didn't like you say about my looks, like, was it with Francis, maybe Garrett, I can't remember, that he was like asking me guys straight what I looked like?
I never said
Is
that.
Oh,
What are you
man.
talking about?
Oh, the girls.
Look at Marshall, please. Marshall, please. You need to come out with a meme book or something like that. I don't know what you waiting on. Come out with a meme book immediately.
So you've been DMing, they're sending them to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've read them all. So don't act.
We're not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak.
You just spoke. Because all of this is your perspective. Okay.
Hold on.
We're not.
I'm gonna speak.
You just spoke. Because all of.
Baby, what? Marshall, you need to come out with a meme book. There is no reason why, you need to have your own GIF dictionary. You need to have a meme book. This right here, you and AD right here, like, this is it. This is it. I'm sorry. I'm sold. My credit card is ready.
That's not true.
Come on. That's not true.
There's this.
Ooh.
I talked to you about it.
You talked to Steven about it, and
Ooh.
Steven talked to me about it.
I didn't.
You have to be honest. You did. You said not nice things about the way Hannah looked.
Ooh.
Hannah has said shitty shit about you on camera and off camera, and you have also. So just take accountability.
Yeah, just.
I didn't.
Okay, so you said she looked like a grenade.
You said she looks like a grenade. Oh my God. But the thing about him, he played the game. He always did it off camera. Woo!
You look like a grenade.
I never said
You
that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
5 out of 10.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
That's what you guys heard from this person and this person.
Who?
Yeah, okay.
Steven, I don't want to bring up bro code and any violation of bro code, but I mean, this is clearly sounds like it's gone through you. So did that happen? Yeah.
Oh. Baby, some of y'all would be in my comments when I would have Hannah's back. I want my apology. I knew Nick was a fake. Like, he was faking. It just was weird. It was like, okay, what's happening? Because I don't know a man alive who would stick around for Hannah's treatment. That man was being fake the entire time. He just never brought it to the cameras.
You talked about her looks in a very unkind way. When we were flying home from Mexico, you were the only one on the plane telling strangers, like, we're here to film a show. We're here to film. I mean, it was like, it was hard to watch. It didn't seem like when Hannah found the note, Hannah reached out to me shortly after she found Nick's 3 goals. I think the same day. I was 0% surprised.
Yeah, we weren't.
0% surprised.
It's just funny to hear, the woman kind of getting at me because
Bro.
I never talked to them once on the show. I never told Steven, how I felt about Hannah.
Steven, he just said that he never talked to you about the grenade. Is that
He talked to me about the grenade, but he didn't tell me about how he actually felt because again, we had only had the reveal.
But he talked about the grenade.
Right.
Like a grenade.
I'm just counting seconds till we move past it, to be honest.
Well, these are things that we do have to.
Garrett,
talk
we don't
about.
care.
It's uncomfortable, but we.
Garrett, Laura Farquhar, shut the fuck up.
Like, Hannah's getting killed on the internet, right? Like, Hannah was a bitch to Nick. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. I'm like, as her best friend, I'm sorry that she was like.
Wait, hold on. Marissa, her best friend too? I thought the girl with the lopsided titties was her best friend. What's going on? How many best friends do Hannah got? This girl changed best friends like she changed drawers. What the fuck is going on?
At Graham says she wants to sit there quietly. Go figure. Like, you know what he fucking said.
Oh.
You know what he said. And it's like, we're going to be the bad people for attacking.
Right, like,
we're
just saying the
I
truth.
think you should ask the source. There's so many rumors that go.
Two dreads. Open your mouth.
Let's keep it 100, man. Like,
Yeah.
things were said.
Lord, not two dreads coming in and saving the moment.
But like, this is the moment to take accountability. Like, we're not perfect.
Yeah, I said I was underwhelmed when I saw Hannah at the review.
Oh, now.
Or number 5. 5 out of 10. Okay.
Why did she invite me over a month after the show to hang out?
Because we're all human. I was fucking that man. Like, we all do crazy shit. It's a breakup.
Is she really
It's
hating
high.
you?
Why
Is she
did you?
really-
Don't come into my comments telling me I'm being too hard on Marissa. Please. Please. Marissa, you need to stand up. You need to stand up immediately. Mind you, after she begged that man for 24 hours in that apartment, she went back to him months later and asked him again to be with her. And that man said it's a hard no. Mind you, he was still fucking her.
I also had no idea that Hannah was upset. Truthfully, I didn't. I thought our conversation was fine. Nick and I dated for 3 days in the pods, and I never had a situation where I said, hey, I'm breaking up with you. I don't want to see you ever again. We just never saw each other again. So he had questions. And we're both...
We just never saw each other again. So does that mean that production is also controlling who these people are matching with? Like, when she just, like, did y'all catch that? The way she said that, it kind of gives, these folks are not really making the decision themselves on who they can continue to see. It's giving, production is letting you know who you're going to match with. That's what it's giving.
You guys mentioned in Cabo a tattoo, right? We kind of glazed over that. We haven't even talked about it.
No, we haven't talked about it. I haven't got her name tattooed on me, but I'm not opposed to it still to this day. The only people...
I'm glad they brought that up.
Remember when we reviewed that episode? I was like, when he said, yeah, I'm gonna attach your name right here. Just digging lies. Digging lies. A year later, you still ain't get it? A year later, you still ain't get it, Tyler? I wonder why. Maybe that'll turn off your next con. Who knows?
The holidays coming up. What do you guys got planned?
Are y'all inviting the kids? Are y'all inviting the kids for the holidays?
It's in store.
We had our first ornament that we had.
Yeah.
What else did we do? We went to a cabin, like, you know, one of those little mini getaway cabins. We did that.
Oh, so you ain't invite you? Oh, Ashley, you didn't invite the 3 kids that you were always aware that he was actually a real father to for last Christmas? Just lying for that man. Just lying.
Yeah. So that's our thing. We're going to create a new ornament every year. Mm-hmm. So we had one last year. We'll do one next year.
One ornament, but he got 3 kids.
And then we'll split up with the families. Last year we were with Ashley's family, which loved them. Took me in like I was one of their own. Had a great time. I think this year we'll split between Pittsburgh and Maryland.
What about the 3 kids? What about the 3 kids?
We have some great footage of you guys in your last year of marriage, so let's take a look at that. This is Ashley and Tyler.
No kids for the Christmas pictures is crazy. Ashley, girl! I'm so disappointed. Baby, we need to send Ashley on down to Sesame Street. Just call your ass Big Bird. You a big bird. Like, you are the biggest bird. Like, this is birdery. This is birdery. Because I thought you knew about the kids. Why the kids ain't there for Christmas? Why the kids ain't getting no Christmas? Tyler love the kids.
Love seeing it. Love it.
This stinks.
Every season
Here go the next victim. Here go the next victim right here. You see how they put her in the center? They already let us know. They are already setting us up for the okie doke. Here go the next Ashley. Here go the next AD. Woo! My God. All right, y'all. Technology got me. So I lost a lot of the footage with Steven and Tim, and I just couldn't recover it. So I'm actually going to have to re-record that. But you know what? That's fine. I think that a separate video for Tim is very fitting. Very fitting. And so many of y'all, while I was reviewing this show, will always be my comment, you're giving Alex way too much grace. What do y'all got to say now? Anyway, I'm going to save that for that review. But go ahead and drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the reunion, what I covered. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I got to re-record the rest of the reunion. But that's okay. That is okay. I was able to scrap up whatever footage I could and put it together. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, drop down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. and I'll see you guys next time.
Diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie,